Denco cared about its clients and the product that it gave its clients. I knew that from what the other doctors had said about Denco, the other doctors that have used Denco for their offices. But seeing it for myself, it was like, wow, you know, they took care of me. They wanted everything the way I wanted it, and that was.
I feel that, you know, my expectations of Denco going in was that, you know, here I met Steve. I felt like he's really an honest person. I just felt a connection of everything he was telling me. I just felt good about. And now we're at the other end. The project's done, and I felt that way all the way through, and I still feel that way now. And you know, we're very happy with how I built my other dental projects. The builder just came in, built the thing, and he's out of there. He had no interest in the dental practice, and that was a thing that.
So what did we do different then?
Steve did from the beginning was just looking. They're knowledgeable about equipment, your design, how you're where you're gonna have things. You know, the equipment, you want this, maybe you should look at this. Also, like, provided a list of names of people who can help you with marketing, any aspect of dentistry that you want to use for your practice, for you know, or graphic design, just interested in the whole practice and wanting your practice and your move to be successful and your new office to be successful. I just feel like every other contractor I've dealt with is just in it for, I get my building, I build the building, I get paid, and you whatever you do, that's your problem, you know. I mean, it's just like I couldn't believe the interest in every aspect of the practice, from getting new patients to retaining the old ones, sending out what kind of a moving postcard now, and not only that, but reminding us that we need to do this. Like, hey, you got your postcard, tell people you moved, your new address. Just, you know, Steve was just on top of everything to make sure that everything went smooth, just not the build-out part. So that's amazing.
You know, I think Steve is a friend now.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree with that one. That's one of my goals in every office I do, is to have a long-standing relationship.
See, that's when I was talking to Dr. Mix. He said, "Oh yeah, Steve just came up to my cabin in Idaho," and I'm like, "Hey, my neighbor builds houses," and he said, "I don't want to build your house because you start off, this is my neighbor and my best friend. By the time your house is built, you hate your general contractor." And so I thought, Dr. Mix said, "Yeah, Steve just went up to my cabin in Idaho. I thought you must have had a pretty good relationship that now you want him to go to your cabin in Idaho." So that said a lot for Denco on how, you know, they treat people and how the whole process went. Because if it went that good for him, I wanted to. That's what I want for me.
Oh.
But it was interesting that Denco, when we're talking about remodeling, they were willing to come in and just work 24 hours a day on a couple of weekends to make it happen, so we wouldn't have downtime. And that's pretty impressive that you'd be willing to do that, because other words, it's like Saturdays and even the equipment. No, that's not a working day. If you want to remodel, we'll just come in and go crazy on weekends and make it happen for you.
Not just from a Denco's construction point of view, but of getting the office up and running. We didn't have to go discover things that we should have done. And from the beginning, that's what Sandy said that your guys' business did for us. It was, you were concerned with the building, but you also concerned yourself with our business to get it running up and to be successful.